Mark, of course, is leaving as president of Stonehill College after 13 very successful years. And we were classmates at Stonehill in the 1970s. And I've never actually said this publicly before, but inspired by Mark Cregan back in the day, I also considered the priesthood because I would run into Mark Cregan on the campus, and he was living a life of spirituality, reflection, and service, which, as you all know, are prerequisites for the priesthood. And I had to give it up, though, because I only had one qualification for the priesthood, and that was celibacy, which I'd like to point out was involuntary. I never took the vow, but apparently every woman on planet Earth had taken the vow for me. That was a little unnecessary. I want to just point out, because we are here for a higher purpose, and that is to raise money for this incredible scholarship fund and the purposes of supporting Stonehill Athletics. And we have the silent auction, which will take place, and then we have a really loud auction, which will take place later. But I want to point out some of the items. Item 101 is a ladies' Seiko watch, contributed by Patty McCartan crew. And the bidding starts at $300, and I'm thinking, boy, $300 for a lady's watch. It's just cheaper to tell her what time it is. But if they're interested, we have a watch. Item 101A is a beach basket filled with a bunch of towels and stuff to take to the beach. And there's no starting bid, no minimum bid on that, which is about right, because you go down to the locker room and get all the towels you want. What else do we have here? Just don't worry, another 20 or 30 minutes and you folks will be on your way. Oh yeah, this one really, Joe Lahane was particularly impressed by this one. This is the tour of the Long Island wine country. And you know, those Long Island wines are at the top of everybody's palate. The All-Star break was a good year for the Long Island wines. And I'm looking at this, they have Roosevelt Field Rosé, among other wonderful bouquets available. And it also it includes a stay at a wine camp, which is pretty much what we thought Stonehill was. We have, you can bid on item 106, which is Cinderella on Broadway. And that was contributed anonymously. We can understand why that was contributed anonymously. But if you want to see Cinderella on Broadway, you know where the bidding begins. We also have Tommy Amaral has donated Newport, Rhode Island Sea and Air Adventure. This is item number 107, and it starts with a trip on a yacht, an America's Cup yacht, and then it ends with a helicopter ride over Newport. But the problem is, it's with Tommy Amaral. So the chances are you better bring a parachute, otherwise you will still leap to your death to end that event. We have the New England Patriots versus Cleveland Browns. This is on Sunday, December 8th, donated by John Palmer. And John clearly won't be available because that's the weekend he will be at Cinderella. Yes, we have this one too. Oh, my favorite. Item 202 on the silent auction table is a week at the Baja Hotel Beach Club in beautiful Cabo San Lucas. Beautiful in Mexico. It's going to be fantastic. And every room comes with a Kevlar vest and a thermos of penicillin. We also have, and this is good for Jets fans, it's a bucket of Rex Ryan's fat. I don't know what you're going to do with that, but bidding starts at $100. For Met fans, we have a dream package for Met fans. It's tickets to the first 16 innings of the next Mets-Marlins game. And the winner gets to pitch innings 11, 12, and 13. Bidding starts at $5. And finally, and this is for the boys at Stonehill, bidding starts at $1,000, which is pricey, but it's a copy of Mickey DeCosta's SAT scores. And we all said we pay $1,000 to see those. Do I hear 1,500? And finally, let me, before we bring up Father Mark, just say, this is always a joyous occasion, and hopefully we've kept it that way, but it's always an undercurrent of melancholy because of the reason we're here. We wish we never had to be here. And we were reminded again at the Boston Marathon that the disease that caused this event in the first place is still alive in the world. But it's also important to remember that the cure is also alive, and the cure is in this room. And the cure is in our hearts as we keep the memory of Tim and his spirit alive now and forever.